Khatam Nabiyyin sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. That is a open and say, I witness nothing is worthy of worship except Allah. He's one alone with our partners, associates. And I also give open and say, I witness the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is a slave, servant, messenger, and seal of the prophets. Peace be upon the prophet, upon his descendants, upon his companions, and upon the righteous throughout the world. And peace be unto you. Assalamu alaikum. We are forever thankful to Allah, highly glorified He, for once again allowing us to unite for this wonderful day that is the Jumu'ah and a part of the day. When we say Jumu'ah, we're talking about this beautiful Friday, but we thank Allah much for this opportunity for the Salat. And the Salat is very important. The prayer to Allah is very important because this is our connection. And you heard the brother make the call. This is Adhan. This call knocks on the conscience of the human being, making the human being aware of the greatest force in life. When you hear this call, it begins with Allahu Akbar. That Allah is bigger, He's greater, He's more powerful, He's much more significant than anything in your life. Without Allah, nothing exists. So when we hear this call, here's a call to life. Not just a call to prayer, but it's a call to life that begins with making us aware of who is greater. And that's what man begins to forget. He begins to forget who is greater in your life. It's not your possessions. It's not your mate. It's not your job. The one who is most significant, the greatest force in existence is Allah. So we begin with Allahu Akbar because He is the sustainer. As we know, without Him, nothing exists. So we hear this powerful call, which is not just a call to prayer, but it is a call to freedom. We say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, that you openly bear witness that there's no force, there's no being, there's no power, there's nothing in existence more worthy of your devotion and loyalty other than Allah. See, that's freedom. And when you hear this term la, in your mind you see yourself as a protester working against anything that can oppress you. Working against anything that can enslave you. Because there's many forces operating in the world that is designed and willed into creation by Shaitan to lock man up, although he's physically free. He's mentally enslaved. He's spiritually enslaved. He's emotionally, she's economically locked up. So we say, La ilaha illallah. There's no force, there's no being, there's no power worthy of your devotion other than Allah. See, that's a call to freedom. And that is the message the world needs to hear. Freedom. Because once the human being is locked up, they'll never realize their worth. Allah said He created the human being, He placed the human being in the earth. And when He created the human being, He gave the human being opportunity. That's all you have, is life and opportunity. In all of this creation, we have the opportunity to utilize this creation to advance our lives, or this creation can be used to lock us up. So we hear this call beginning with Allahu Akbar, that there's no force that is worthy of your devotion other than Allah. Allah is bigger than your problems. Whatever challenge you're faced with, Allah is bigger than that. And with your challenge, you realize that you have to turn to Allah. If you turn to anything else, it only makes your problem worse. You wonder why people can't solve their problems? People can't become free from addiction, from drugs, from crime, from criminal behavior, from debt. Because they're looking for their solution in other forces that they think have power. But if we turn to Allah, Allah said He will make a way for you where you thought there can never be a way. You have to believe that. Because one of the attributes of Allah is He's Al-Mumin. And I should think about it. It says Allah is Al-Mumin, He's the believer. I said, now, what does He believe in? Allah, I believe in Allah. But Allah is the believer, He's Al-Mumin, He's the securer, He secures the life, but He is the clear believer. I said, now what does that mean? See, when Allah made His creation, when He willed His creation into existence, when He made you, He believed in you. See, Allah believes in you. And He believes in the power of His creation to serve you. So He's Al-Mumin. He believes in His creation. He believes in you. And He believes in the possibility and the potential He put in your body. We are the ones who doubt what Allah gave us. See, when He created you, He gave you what you would need. He's Al-Mumin. He's the believer. He believes in the power He gave you as a human being. Now you and I have to begin to believe in what we have. We have power to construct life. We have power to build a better world. We have power to be leaders of dignity and great character. Allah believes in you, you have to believe in yourself. So when we hear this call, we're hearing a call of freedom. And every time you make this declaration of Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah first, it's the first witness, it's two witnesses. It's two witnesses. That's why we say Shahadatain. When you make this first declaration of Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, oh, that's powerful. Because if you've never experienced freedom, that's your first sense of what freedom means. That you have to rid yourself of this devotional urge to be captivated by something or someone else. When in fact Allah is the one that you should be longing to bond with. That's why it says, and be not like those who forget about Allah, and then He calls them to forget about themselves. Such are the transgressors. See, because when you forget about Allah, then you become a self-abuser. You start to abuse yourself. That's why taqwa is a protection. We say this consciousness of Allah, this consciousness of Allah is our protection. Without it, you become a self-abuser. When you forget about Allah, you begin to neglect your own life when you think that you're preserving your life. Why? Because Shaitan has you operate in illusions. When you think that you're working to sustain your life, you're actually working to destroy your life. And it happens over time, slowly. So the first witness, the Shahada, of the Shahadatain is Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. You have to bear witness. Give testimony. And not only do you give testimony verbally, but you give the testimony with your own life. How do you live? Because when we live this declaration, we live a life that's healthy. What you call a lifestyle. And if you follow Shaitan, you live a death style. When you follow Allah's way, you live a way of life that leads to happiness, peace, comfort, strength, integrity, good sound character. This is a lifestyle. Respect. But when you allow yourself to be influenced by the whims of Shaitan, then you begin to live a way of life that we call a death style that is leading to death and destruction, although you're physically alive. We mentioned that people are mentally, morally, spiritually, economically, intellectually dead, although they're physically alive. So we make this witness, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, a very powerful witness, declaration. It's a declaration of freedom. And then on the other part of the Shahadatain, we say, Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. I bear witness, Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. I bear witness that Muhammad is the best example that shows me how to be a human being. Don't you know most people have forgotten what it means to be human? When you look at the behavior of some people, you say, that ain't no human being. I know they look like a human being, but their behavior doesn't size up to a human being. That's why I mentioned to you before that the mission of the devil, Shaitan's mission, is to take the human being out of the human body. I hope you understand what I just said. The mission of Shaitan is to take the human being, the intellect, the spirit, the compassion, the love, the forgiveness, the intelligence, the morality, the character. Shaitan's mission is to take the human being out of the human body. You take the love out of the body, what you have. You have coldness, you have violence, you have indecency, you have no shame. So you have a shell of a man, a shell of a woman, where now the Shaitan begins to pour his influences into your body, but the human being has been taken out of the human body. So we say, Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Here's the man that shows us what it means to be a human being. That's the message we have to teach the world. What it means to be human. So we say Allah says he's Al-Mumin. Not only is he Al-Khaliq, he's the creator, but now what he created, he believes in his creation. And his creation has a specific purpose for being in existence. Allah doesn't make things without value, without purpose. It has value and has purpose. So he says that he created the heavens and the earth bil-haq. Wa Allahu samawati wal ard bil-haq. That he created the heavens and the earth in truth. So many lies, so much falsehood. Not only watch the television just to be aware of current events, but there's so much lies and misconceptions on television that begins to shape the thinking of the people where they can't even respond to truth. Truth starts to look strange. There's one verse in the Quran where it says, and we brought you the truth, but most of you hate the truth. You know why people have been conditioned to hate the truth? Because truth, bil-haq or haq el-haq, truth is a liberating force. That's why the Bible says, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. And the masses of the people, those who indoctrinate the people, don't want people with truth, because once they become aware of truth, then they become free. And keeping people from truth, keep them in bondage. Therefore, when they're in bondage, it's just like a physical slave. People became wealthy off of having slaves. Now, the shift is, it's not the physical slave, psychological slave, spiritual slave, economical slave, got them enslaved in debt after debt after debt, got them locked up. See, the credit card company only makes money when you don't pay your bill. So they hope and wish you don't pay on time, because that's how they get paid. And then you get piles and piles of bills in debt, and now you're weighed down and you're in financial bondage and captivity. And the credit card companies don't want you to know the truth about how the credit card industry works. It's a big industry. It's just like when you had a physical slave. And when you took the slave of his identity, of him knowing who he was, that's how you put him out in bondage. And you broke his will to exist as a free man. So Allah said he created the heavens and the earth in truth. Heaven, earth, and all that it contains. He says he's Al Hadi. He created the human being, and he gave the human being opportunity to explore his creation. But I tell you, the verse our Bible says, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. And if man is not free to explore the great worth and value Allah put in his body, in her body, and then what Allah put outside for you and I to master, we do ourselves a great disservice. But he says he's Al Hadi. And just as much as he's the one who wills something into existence from nothing, that's Al Hadi, it never even existed. And when he brought it into existence out of nothing, he said that he gave the human being that kind of ability. Because there's another verse in the Quran where he says, and Allah is the best of those who create. And if he's the best of those who create, there are some other creators in existence. But he is Al Hadi. He is the creator. But he gave you creative ability that you can work to create a better world. If you're free and you follow the model of Muhammad the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you can work to create better conditions where life can grow. Don't you know Shaitan is creating conditions every single day that is doing the human being a disservice? He creates conditions where people think these conditions are normal. But Allah says he's Al Hadi, and he gave you that kind of ability to work to create a better world. There's another verse where Allah says, seest thou not that Allah created the heavens and the earth in truth? If he so will, he can remove you and put in your place a new creation. What a wonderful verse. He said, look, if he so will, he gave you a place in the creation. If he so will, he can remove you and place in your position a new creation. So that lets you and I know we should be thankful for the position Allah placed us in. We should be thankful for the opportunity Allah gave us to exist on this planet Earth at this time right now. He says, if he so will, he can remove you and put in your place a new creation. Do you understand the position Allah gave you? He said that he made the human being the Khalifa. Now I want you to understand something from the very beginning. I want you to understand something. I want you to remember this here. We're talking about the heavens and the earth. I want you to remember this. That Allah made you a Muslim. And then he placed you in a Muslim. I want you to think about that for a moment. Allah made you a Muslim who submits his will or your will to him. And then he placed you in the whole earth, which is a Muslim that submits its will to you. He made you a Muslim and placed you a Muslim. He said he made the heavens and the earth. and everything submits to Allah. So he made you a Muslim, submitting consciously your will to him, and then he placed you in the entire earth and made the earth to render his will to you. I hope you understand the powerful position Allah gave you. He made the rain to submit to you. He made the moon, the sun, the grains in the earth to submit to your will. That's why man can go into the depths of the earth and discover more. He's constantly discovering because Allah placed all of this creation to serve your will. Some use it to grow life. Others use it to oppress and retard life. But nevertheless, Allah made you a Muslim who submits your will to him and place you in this great earth, this great creation that is designed to serve you. That's a powerful position. But he says here, and if he so will, he can remove you from that place and put in your place a new creation. Be thankful for Allah for the position he gave you. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Yes, assalamu alaikum. So this is a wonderful creation when you understand what it means for us as conscious beings. This is why when we say in Al-Fatiha, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, that all the praises are due to Allah, the evolver of all systems of knowledge. The Rabb. See, Rabb suggests that there's something growing. Rabb suggests there's fertility. This attribute suggests that life is moving from stage to stage. That it starts in a weak state. It starts in an inferior state. It starts in the unknown. That's why man must be always in a discovery mode. Not just trying to discover creation, but working to discover more about yourself. That's why in the Quran Allah talks about these 3 stages of development. Talk about the soul of man. Nafs, it starts off, nafsul, it starts off as a physical, biological, passionate being with animalistic urges. He's just biological, eating, have instinct, have drive. You start off physical, but it can't stay there. See, when he's there, he's only operating out of brute. She's operating out of brute. He can't stay on the physical plane. Because when he stays on the physical plane, then he's operating strictly out of emotion and instinct and drive. And if you don't give no discipline to the instinct and drive, that instinct and drive can become destructive. He's passionate, but he has to give some structure to the passion. So he starts off on this level of nafsul amara. He's a physical, passionate, driven human being. Animalistic. And sometimes animals you can't even control. And on that level, that's how the human being operates. Because there's really no reason. It's the baby state. He has not yet grown and matured. But he can't stay there. So he moves up to another stage of nafsul lawama. Now he's moving more into a intelligent, into a more moral being, a more reasoning being. But he can't stay there because if he falls in love with his own intellect, he can't get past what he thinks he's stuck. That's why many scientists, they don't have no great belief in a higher being because I can't figure it out. If I can't figure it out, I don't even exist. He's consumed with his own ability to think and reason. He can't stay there. He's a moral being. He's a mental being. He moved from the physical being just like this animal, but now he has to move to a higher expression of the human being. So now he moved to the higher self, which is nafsu mutmainah. Now he becomes a spiritual being. Now he comes in contact with spiritual principles. He understands that he has a conscious relationship with the life giver. He's now willing to follow what the creative life gave him as a plan for the best format of his life. He moves to nafsu mutmainah. He is the self where he's well pleased with Allah and Allah is well pleased with him. He's a spiritual being. He understands that there's accountability, there's an awareness of consequences. He just don't operate thinking I can just do anything and nothing matters. Now he has conscience. He's aware of this strong bond. And as I work to strengthen this bond and become better as a human being. And then the influence of shaitan don't even penetrate my life. I may fall short, but I understand that's part of the process of being a strong human being to bounce back, not staying stuck. That's why we're talking about Rob. Rob is the one who's allowing you to graduate. He's lifting you up. He's bringing you out of darkness. He's bringing you out of fear. He's bringing you out of weakness. He's bringing you out of being broke. He's bringing you into faith. He's bringing you into intelligence. He's bringing you into enlightenment. Now you become a spiritual being who represents real power. That's why Allah says, and be not like those who forget about Allah. See, this spiritual being understand I cannot allow myself to forget about Allah. Because if I forget about Allah, I'm showing gratitude. And when I forget about Allah, I will also work to forget about my own life. And my real worth and value to human being is not in the things I consume and the things I collect. That's why the Bible asks the question, and what will profit a man if he gained the world but lost his soul? You have a lot of lost souls out here. And they got everything, but they still feel empty. Something is missing. What would profit a man? What would profit a woman? If they got all the material things, they had all the nice, fine things of life, the car, the home, the travel, everything, but they were suffering. But when they got by themselves, they felt empty. Something is not right. So much that some of them commit suicide because I thought I arrived. I thought when I get this, I'll be whole. They found out something was missing. They found that the strong connection they should have with Allah was not in effect. So he's the one that's developing the human being. Moving from the baby state, moving from the emotional state, moving from the state of nothing but passion, animalistic drive and hunger. That's elementary level. You have to always be willing to grow. That's why Muhammad, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said that the greatest jihad is not on the battlefield. We went to war and came back, be happy that we won on the battlefield. No, the Prophet Muhammad, peace and Prophet said, no. That's not the greatest struggle. That's not the greatest battle. The greatest struggle, the greatest jihad is against yourself. Against your weak self that is working to keep you stuck. That's the greatest struggle. They said, no, it's Salat, no, I won't sleep. I don't feel like getting up. No, it's time to treat people right now. I don't want to do that, not right now. See, the greatest struggle is to work against that so the highest expression of yourself can come into existence. Nafsu mutmainah. He is the self that is well pleasing to Allah, that Allah see that you've been working hard to restore this relationship. And that you feel and you realize that you have a standard. We're talking about khaliq and the khuluq. In fact, it says that Muhammad the Prophet, khuluq and azim. that Muhammad the Prophet stand on the most exalted standard of character. You know, character is important. Character. And when people think of you, when people speak of you, what do they say? They say you're cold, you're vulgar, you have no manners, you're disrespectful, you're indecent. But when people speak, they say, she's very nice, she's kind, she's respectful, she's intelligent. He's smart, he's decent, he has pride, he has some shame, he just doesn't do anything. That's powerful. That's why Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught that he come to perfect character. That's what the world needs to be taught. Talk to you about the media, and those who control the media. Remember that those who control the media, they control the thinking of the people. And you look all on the television, you'll see poor character. Poor character. That's what Dr. King worked hard in America, the 50s and the 60s, just to teach on the principle, don't judge a man by the color of his skin, but by the content of his character. That's big. Because your character speaks about who you are. We talked before about the Hadith where Muhammad the Prophet, peace be upon him, talked about the lesson of the prophets of old that the people got was where there is no shame, do as you will. A lot of people live with no shame. They have no shame. I remember coming up, there was a time when they said, boy, you need to be ashamed of yourself. See, the sister, she quoted because that was power. That was the term. We know, man, that kind of behavior is not good. You need to be ashamed of yourself. You shouldn't be happy about that. See, there's no shame today. That's why there's disrespect for senior citizens. No shame. See, shame protects you. Man, there's senior citizen abuse. With these young people today will literally beat up senior citizens like they're beating up somebody their age. And they should be ashamed of themselves. But when there's no shame, and people walk around prideful, abusing little children, anything's happening if there's no shame. So that's what we have to get back to, teaching that kind of lesson on what it means to be human. Human is the fundamental principle. That's why I said most people lost the concept of what it means to be a human being. That's a big concept, what it means to be human. What it means to love, forgive, have compassion, have love in your heart, have peace. That's why we talk about here in Al-Islam, peace. Where there's no peace, there's no problem. You can't grow without peace. So we start talking about this spiritual being. Allah says in one part of the Quran, he starts talking about the soul and how he educated the soul. He says, "Qad aflaha min zakah," and he succeeds, he purifies his soul. Qad aflaha min zakah. Because that's what zakat is all about. So when you give the zakat is all about cleansing your soul. It cleanses your soul of stinginess. It cleanses your soul of miserliness. It cleanses your soul of greed. And when you begin to cleanse your own soul, see, when we fast, the fast is just not a physical fast, but we have to cleanse our soul from envy and jealousy and arrogance and bitterness. We have to cleanse our soul. See, if you don't cleanse your body gets clogged up. And when your body is clogged up with blockage, those blockages leads to illness. Whether it's a blockage in your colon, whether it's a blockage in your arteries, that means the blood can't flow. And life is movement. Where there's no movement, there's death. That's why if you walk down the street and you see a dog was hit by a car, if that dog does not move, the first question coming to your mind is he dead? Why? Because you know life is movement. That's why Allah talks about, he talked about the Jannah, he said, where there's rivers flowing. See, that's life fertility, prosperity, happiness, that the life, the water is flowing. If the water does not flow, it becomes polluted and it's called dead water. Can't drink that. The water that you drink is the water that is flowing. Because as the water flows and it hits the rocks and everything, it begins to cleanse itself. Life is movement. So Allah says, "Qad aflaha min zakkaha," that he succeeds, he prospers, has a great life, who purifies the soul. We're back to the soul. Allah is al-Khaliq. He created you and I, and he gave us opportunity to grow. So we work hard to achieve. That's why Allah said, and when you are free from your immediate tasks, still labor hard and turn your attention to your Rabb. See, your giddiness and your struggle. Allah said, when you complete one task, keep going, don't stop. Sometimes people achieve and they stop. And all they do now is reflect on how it used to be. No, Allah said, and when you are free from whatever your task is, labor hard. Because if you don't keep going, I just mentioned to you, you're going to die. Life is movement. And this life is all about progression. That's why we talk about this concept of understanding what it means to be under the influence of Rabbi al-Alameen, the evolver of all systems of knowledge. So when you're free from your immediate tasks, so we got tasks, we have challenges, we have loads. You have to unload. If you don't unload, then the load becomes a burden. If you have too much of a burden, that burden will eventually break you down. That's why you have to declutter. You got too much stuff, there ain't no movement, stagnation. Energy flows when there's space. That's why even in your house, you got to declutter. You move stuff out so stuff can come in. You have to move stuff out your heart so good things can come in. Get the greed, the bitterness, get the envy, get the arrogance, get the jealousy out your heart. When you just don't like people, I don't like him, why not? I just don't like him. There's no real reason why not. But get that out your heart. And if you don't get that out your heart, it's going to work against you. That's why Allah said, and he succeeds who purifies his soul. Work on yourself. You got to do some soul work. Go to work on yourself and start giving. Start giving to people. Start giving more to the masses. Start giving to society, because givers change the world. The receivers don't change the world. And the receivers should only be receiving just enough to come up so they can move forward. But the givers change the world. Look at history. You'll find those who affected and made an impact on the world was those who gave of themselves and they gave of their resources. They gave of their time. They gave of their experience. So the givers change the world. Ask yourself, how much are you giving to change the world? Because Muhammad the Prophet, peace be upon him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, said that the best of you is he who is most useful to society. How useful are you? Do you see yourself as being useful? Are you learning the Quran and sharing it with people? Give the Quran. That the best of you is he who learns the Quran and then teaches it. And when you teach it, it comes back to you in understanding and meaning. Doesn't the world need to learn the Quran? Allah says, as Shifa, it is a healing. They need this healing. So it is our responsibility, in fact, it is our obligation to share this revelation to a world that is deprived of the right nutrition they need to build up their life. The Quran, this revelation, becomes the nutrient that will solve the deficiency problem that most people are lacking. It will solve the deficiency problem that the world is in. Look throughout the world, there's nothing but problem after problem after problem, and you never hear the word of Allah or God mentioned at all. As always, we got this superpower, we have this super president who will solve all our problems. But never mention what God himself would do. He said that he is the one that changes states. Verily, never will Allah change the condition of people, because he gave you that power until you change it yourself. And the best way to solve any condition is to what? Refer it back to Allah and his messenger. And when we do this, and we make up for the deficiencies, we find a better world. All these problems are but symptoms. They're not but symptoms of a deficiency. And the deficiency is the guidance of Allah. And when you give the body what the body needs, the body begins to function more effectively. When the body is deficient of vitamin C, the body is deficient of water, the body is deficient of calcium, the body is deficient of potassium, you will have a wreck in your body. But when you give the body what the body needs, the body begins to function smoothly. And when you give the society what the society needs, what you need, the revelation of Allah, and the guidance of Muhammad, the leadership of Muhammad, the prophet, peace be upon him, we will find a better world. Peace be unto you. Assalamu alaikum.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah.